Let's see if we can get that queso recipe, folks. Okay, it's ringing, folks. Ring, 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 ring. Hello? Me, Scott. Yeah, I know what time it is. It's 4 in the morning. No, I'm not drunk. Trying to get a queso recipe. Queso. The one you used to make on the barbecue circuit. That's rude. I know I haven't called you in 8 years, but I need the queso recipe that you made. It was so good. Doing a YouTube video on it. What do you mean you won't give it to me now? Okay, send it to me on Messenger. What do you mean you blocked me on Messenger? Why do you block me on Messenger? Because I messaged you at 3 in the morning? Oh, okay. No, I'm not drunk. Okay. Well, go back to bed then. You gonna send it or not? Stop it. Okay. Alright. Okay, I promise YouTube folks to get my famous recipe from you. Your famous recipe. Well, send it when you wake up. Alright. Bye. Oh, that was rude. I think everybody gets up at 4 in the morning. Alright, you're gonna send it, folks. Be right back. We'll assemble all this queso for you today. Welcome back to Scotty's Backyard Barbecue. Where barbecuing is the way of life, folks. Today we're making the almighty queso. I've eaten gallons of queso, but never made it. I got this cool new cutting board with my name on it. If you would like a cutting board like this that doesn't break the bank, I'll leave the link to a fabulous cutting board maker man. Alright, got your name on at the bottom. Backside for cutting. Got all the ingredients will be listed down below. Okay, we got the Velveeta, cheese, the peppers, cilantro. Off camera, I will ground up some chorizo, hot pepper jack, and the ex-wife's secret ingredient is enchilada powder sauce. So we're gonna add that, and 2 cans of hot peppers. Okay, we'll be right back, folks. I'll cut all this up and we'll put it in a nice little pan. I'll have a whole list of ingredients down there and to show me more the exact everything. Alright, be right back, folks. Alright, welcome back. Here it is, folks. All ready to go. We got the Velveeta, the Monterey Jack, the Philadelphia cream cheese, the rottella tomatoes, the chorizo mixed with the peppers, and the stuff she likes to add it all together in one pan. Cream of chicken soup, some more jalapenos. This dip is always a little spicy because when you're at a barbecue function, there's always power beer drinkers and they like to get hungry and eat a lot. So we make it spicy, kind of slow them down a little bit. Alright, folks, we got a little extra cilantro for the topping and 1 other jalapeno for the garnishment. Alright, we'll be right back and we'll put it into the smoker. Alright, folks, we overshot our temp at 275, but what the heck, it is technology, folks. We'll put the queso in now. This is the ex-wife's recipe. Ain't that pretty? You can smell that. The smell that's coming out of this pan right now is amazing. Now what she likes to do, folks, remember this is back in the 80s. She did all this on a Weber kettle. You like to cover the meat up with a piece of this Velveeta cheese or American cheese. That kept it from getting dried out on the top before it came time to stir. That way you don't have little dried up pieces of meat floating around in your queso. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to cover that chorizo meat up with some cheese. And we're going to let this go at 275. We'll come back out and check in about 45 minutes to an hour. Give it a stir and see what she's looking like. Be right back, folks. Alright guys, it's been about 1 hour. And the queso is looking good. We'll give it a stir. See, nothing is dried out on top. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm using apple chunk wood in this box down below. Wow, look at that, folks. That's looking good so far. The smell is tremendous. I hope it tastes as good as it smells. We got some Wagyu briskets. I tend to overcook a little bit, but my God, that Wagyu brisket, the meat is like cotton candy. If you ever get a chance to do a Wagyu brisket, do it. But I'd stop it around 200, even though it's not probing tender, because parts of my Wagyu brisket probe good, and the center of it didn't probe very good, so I just let it go, you know, tenderness wise. And I think that's why I overcooked it. The flat point felt good, but the middle where the two hooked didn't quite feel good. Alright, enough of the brisket talk. That queso dip, folks. Now what the ex-wife said to do is if it starts to look too thick, because when this cools it'll get thicker, is to add just a little milk to it. And it'll thin it out a little bit. So if it appears too thick when it's done, it'll be too thick as it cools. So we still got a little ways to go, folks. Looking good, smelling good. We'll be right back. We'll check in about another half hour. Give it another stir. Be right back, folks. Alright guys, it's been another 30 minutes. And the old queso is looking good. Smelling amazing. Got some apple smoke going into her. It is looking a little bit thick. So I got some milk that I warmed up in the microwave. You don't want to put cold milk in here. Put about 1/4 of a cup in there just to thin that out. Oh yeah, looking good. Still got some of that Monterey Jack. Ain't quite melted all the way, folks. Alright, we're just going to let this roll for another 30 minutes. Till it gets nice and bubbly. Oh, it smells good. We'll be right back, folks. 30 minutes. Alright, folks. This is looking pretty good. I came out earlier and gave it a stir off camera. Other than that, it looks pretty good, folks. I'm going to take it inside. Got some guests inside. Well, let's taste it out though first. I don't know if I'll be able to film once I get in the house. So I brought out a small bag of chips here, folks. We'll give this a taste test. Ooh, hot. Alright, folks. Here we go. The queso from the ex-wife recipe. Yeah. Yeah, good. And it's got a little heat on the tail end, folks. So if you got a lot of power drinkers at your next party, they won't be slamming this stuff down. I remember back in my drinking days, I'd drink that right out of there. So we make it a little spicy. Won't eat as much. One thing I learned on YouTube is don't film yourself double dipping a chip. I get a fresh chip, folks. I saw a guy on there. He really took a beating in the comment section. Fresh chip. One more taste. There it is. We'll get a little more on there. Oh yeah. There you go, folks. That is good, folks. I'll bring it in. I'll garnish it all up nice on the cutting board. Take a snapshot of it. And if you get a chance to make this dip, I'll put all the ingredients in the show me more section. It got just enough heat where one guy isn't going to sit here and eat the whole pan in front of you. All right? We'll be right back, folks. I'll take that little money shot picture.